do not buy a vendor's list from anyone. Period. Hey guys, it's your girl Bria Lachey, or Bria if that's easier for you. Today I'm going to spill a little wine, if you will, about my businesses, the most effective way that I have found to find vendors, really good quality vendors, and at the end I'm going to give you a bonus vendor. Well, not really a bonus vendor because I'm not giving a lot of vendors, but I'm going to give you a vendor, free vendor that you don't have to go look for. So if you watched any of my videos from last summer, which I have now made private, but yeah, if you watched any of my videos from last summer, you would have seen that I was running 2 online stores. I did a lot of videos, I guess, kind of dedicated to that, like the entrepreneur series and things like that. One was Inborn Self-Care Company, and that was like my self-care product company. I had like body oils and body scrubs and things like that. And then I had God Given Boss, which was like it was dedicated towards girl bosses. So I was selling accessories and sunglasses. That was like a big hit with my sunglasses and things like that. And then I was also selling like business cards and clothing tags and things like that I would just make myself to kind of help everybody out. And then I think I had like a vendor list on there for like $20. Now I see, first of all, I shouldn't have been selling a vendor's list in the first place because trust me, the vendors that I have found, I have researched and I have searched for over like a year and a half now to find these vendors. So do not buy a vendor's list from anyone. Period. Okay? Go and find it yourself. And I will give you that in just a second of how to do that. But yeah, with those businesses, they were actually doing pretty good. God Given Boss, I would get a few orders a week. I think that's pretty good for a small business. With Inborn Self-Care Company, that was the first one that I started. And I had that one for a little over a year. That one I started getting an order a day. I think that's pretty good. I was always at the post office, always, packaging an order. And then like the pandemic hit, and then God Given Boss kind of, it kind of went away a little bit. And Inborn, I would get it started to be where I would get an order every few days I went up to like a week, 2 weeks with no order. And I was like, yeah. And I was still doing the same things. And I was still, I was trying new things. And I was just like, yeah, this isn't going to cut it. Because in that amount of time, you're spending all of this money trying to promote a new product, or going to buy a new product to sell a new product and whatever. It was just a waste of money, I thought. So I shut them both down. The God Given Boss website kind of shut down on its own because I just stopped paying for it, because that one was through Spotify. Spotify, you got to pay every month. Inborn Self-Care Company, you pay it once a year because it was with Squarespace. I love Squarespace. Everybody talks so much about Spotify, but I'm sorry. I love Squarespace. You pay a lump sum once every year and they don't bother you ever again. I like it. But so that one, it took more time for it to actually go down. I think that website literally just went down last week. That's what happened with those. Now, I'm not quitting or anything like that. I think a lot of people thought I was quitting, but no. 9-to-5 jobs is not for me. Okay, so I'm definitely not quitting. I took that time to rebrand and to figure out what it is I really wanted to do with my online business. And I figured it out. I'm growing up. I'm 26. I'll be 27. Next March, I'll be 27. Okay, so I'm getting closer and closer to 30. I'm not gonna say my taste has changed, because I feel like I've always had this kind of luxury kind of taste, you know? But I feel like now it's just more suiting. So I took that time while rebranding. I figured out what my new target audience is, and that's people who love the things that I like luxury type things. So my brand will be, it's not gonna be like the Fendi's and the Louis Vuittons of the world. Okay, your girl is not there yet. We ain't gonna act like we are. It'll be more of like the that was a net, sorry. So you have like your affordable brands, your attainable brands, and then you have your luxury brands. Mine will be like an attainable brand, because I feel like some of my prices, people are not going to say that they're affordable, but to me they're not hella expensive either. So I feel like I'm more of the attainable brand, like the attainable kind of luxury brand that you can still get your hands on, and you don't have to save up or already have a ton of money to be able to buy it. So yeah, that's what we're doing with that. So I'm definitely not quitting anything. That new handle for that Instagram page will be down below, as well as my personal new Instagram page, because I got hacked. My Instagram got hacked like last week, and I cannot get it back. I've tried everything. So the new Instagram page, which is technically my old Inborn Self-Care page, I just changed it into a personal page. That will be linked down below. Well, not linked, because I'm afraid of links now. I'm afraid of links. So I will just list my personal Instagram page down there, and I will list my brand Instagram page down there, which is the House of AL. And the brand itself is called House of AL, not the House of AL, but you know how it goes. Handles are taken, URLs are taken, domains, whatever, that's taken. So the Instagram page and the domain will probably like remain the House of AL, but the actual brand name is just House of AL, which is moi, Abria Lachey. Everything me, everything made by me, everything that I've created in one place. And that's another thing. Inborn Self-Care Company, God-Given Boss, mesh them together, and that's what you got. I wanted something to where I'm not dibbling and dabbling in two different websites, two different Instagram pages, two different ways of shipping and, you know, things like that. I put it all in one place, and that's what it is. That's what House of AL is, including clothing, which is a gateway into how to find clothing vendors that are really good quality and really good pricing. And they're not always Chinese vendors. The one that I'm giving you guys, I'm not exactly sure if they're a Chinese vendor or not. They could be. But a lot of them are based in California, out in the fashion district. There's also a fashion district, I think, in Atlanta. And there's a lot that I found on YouTube that are like, you know, more northern or whatever, and they're not necessarily in China. So the most amazing way that I have found all of my vendors, I swear, on my phone, like on the notes app, it like I can scroll and scroll and scroll. I have a list from accessory vendors, shoe vendors, clothing vendors, packaging vendors. The list goes on, okay? And I have researched pretty much all of them myself. But the best effective way that I have found to find vendors is YouTube. Yes, YouTube. You're watching it right now. It's the easiest way to find it, I promise. I have found 99.9% of those vendors on YouTube. There are boutique owners and small business people that will sit down like how I am, and they will give you vendor list. You do not have to pay for it. Sit there, listen to all of them. They'll give you links. They'll give you their Instagram pages if they have them. They'll tell you whether they're on Fashion Go, LA Showroom, or Orange Shine. Those are other places you can find vendors. And yes, for those and multiple, like a majority of the other vendors that these small business owners are going to give you, you do have to have your EIN or your retail license. You do have to have it because they need that number. They need to make sure that you are who you say you are. They need to make sure that you actually do have a store. Some places that I found, they do ask for like a picture of your storefront or either a screenshot or something of your website. My website is not up yet and I don't have a storefront. So those I kind of just back off for just a little while, or some of them will ask for, invoices from other vendors. Again, I've only ordered from like one vendor. So some of them will ask at least for 2 invoices. I've seen 2 invoices and 3 invoices. And you have to have that along with your business license in order to have access to the website. Again, just shop around, get some invoices up, and then go back to those kind. But a majority of the ones that I have found on YouTube, you just have to have your business license. You send them a screenshot with all of your other information that they ask for, and you're good to go, and you can start buying. Type in vendor list. Type in boutique owner vendor list or clothing vendors or something like that, and they will pop up. There are multiples. They're not people that are scared to give you vendor lists. Eventually, maybe I'll even do one. Who knows? Because I work real hard to find these vendors, and I believe y'all should too. Hold on. That's Green Apple by Stella Rosa, by the way, if you care. But anyway, yeah, make sure to do that. YouTube is like your best friend. It's your best friend. You can even find reviews. Say you go and you find this one vendor that this girl was talking about on her vendor list, and you go and you look it up and all kind of other stuff. Come back to YouTube and type in such and such reviews, such and such wholesale reviews. And there's other people that have already bought from them for their boutiques, and they will give you a review. They will show you the clothing. YouTube is it. Period. Okay. Now the time that you have all been waiting for. The time that you probably skipped to the end for. No, I'm joking. The free vendor. Now this vendor is more so if they have like the Instagram baddie kind of looks. I could probably get some pieces off of there, so it's not like it's too showy and too, provocative or whatever. I have not shopped with them, so again, make sure that you get your samples and things like that and figure that out. But yeah, the vendor is K2. K-T-O-O. I will have their Instagram and their website like down here somewhere. But yeah, make sure they do have Instagram. Go look at their stuff. I don't follow any of my vendors because I feel like that's a good way for people to be like, she used that vendor, because you can see who following who, you know what I'm saying? But I just save them into like a vendor's file thing on my Instagram, and that's where I keep all of my vendor photos from the vendor, so I can keep up with them on Instagram if I want to. So do that. They do have the Instagram. Go look at their pictures. You can go to their website from the Instagram page, or you can just go to Google or wherever and type it in. With them, I believe I just had to send just my business license. And sorry, it makes me burp. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway, with them, I believe I just had to have my business license. So go and fill that out. Just wait around for it. They will email you back. They'll get back to you like pretty quick. I do remember that. I think I probably did them like over the weekend, and then like by that Monday they were emailing me back, and I had access to everything. So if you want like the little dresses with the cutouts, the prints, they have tops, they have pants, everything really that you would need to even get started. If you just want a couple of pieces to get started, definitely check them out. And it looks like they have really good quality. So again, get your samples, do what you need to do your background work, okay? And yeah, that's all I got for today. Make sure to check down below for my Instagram handles and things like that, so you can keep up with the behind the scenes and the pre-launching of my new brand, and just follow me on my personal brand because you can. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video and you want to see more. Yeah.